Oh snap, hey, I decided to do a Saturday vlog, and I just got done doing a meet at Southwest. Here's my script. Yeah, it's really cool. And for some reason I like to keep all of the information from past meets like in these little things, so it's really full. I got second in all of my rounds, but I didn't break finals, which I don't really get how that happens, but I kind of guess that it's because there was it's about 80 people there, so I'm guessing that it would be really hard to break finals out of 80 people. Julianne, you asked me to explain to you what a speech tournament is. Luckily, I brought my camera with me and I got to film some of the things that happened. They're not complete, but I got one of my friends to film my actual speech, so you can check that out. I will post it sometime so you know what my speech is like, but otherwise let me explain to you what happens. So there are, oh, by the way, I'd like to say that weekend videos, I don't think that they should have limits. Okay, anyway. So let me explain to you the categories of speeches. So mine is a DI, which means a dramatic interpretation. It's usually very serious. And then there is poetry interpretation, which is you gather a bunch of poems together that all fit under one common subject. Like some people might do it on memories or something of the past that you remember. And then you kind of act it out. But the thing is, you have to change characters for each poem. So it's kind of one could be a little girl, and then you might want to alternate to an old man telling a story on his porch. Yeah. Next is probably HI, humorous interp. Humorous interp is basically the opposite of a DI. It's funny. It's really funny, and yeah. And then after humorous DI and poetry, you have duo. Duo as in two people. Two people, they act together. If you have a script, then you need to turn the pages together, which is really hard. After that would be OID. OID is a big group of people. It's 5 people. And everything needs to be syncopated, or it has to be together as well, and it can vary from happy to sad, but most of the time it's pretty funny. And then after that you have the we have a lot of stuff. Impromptus, which are they give you a subject and you just rapid fire. No, I'm just kidding. But they do give you a subject and you kind of sort of make it up on the spot. After that you have extemporaneous. Extemporaneous is they give you a topic, and you have to search through news files and write a speech about it. And you have, I think it's 30 minutes to do so. After that you have duet acting. Duet acting is different than duo. Duet has 2 people as well, except for the fact that for duet you can actually touch each other and you can use prop. You can use 2 chairs and 1 table, and you can look at each other, you can touch each other, so it's kind of different than duo. Duo, you can't even touch each other at all. You can't even look at each other. And then after that, there's entertainment. Entertainment is I think it's where you, I believe it's where you write your own speech and you kind of perform it, and it's supposed to be entertaining, and hence entertainment. After that is persuasive. It's you try and persuade someone on something. Yeah. And then there's informative. Informative is obviously to inform someone, and you can use for persuasive, informative, and I think it's entertainment. You can use visual aids, which is it can be from a big poster board on a VA stand. A VA stand is basically this tripod that I have, except it's just a little bit different, and it can hold all of your visual aids. And I think I covered all of it. Oh, there's thematic interpretation. I'm not really sure what that is. I think it's just basic stuff, yeah. I don't really do thematic, so I don't really know what that is. So first what you do is you get there, and this one I started, I woke up at about 6:30, and I had to be at Southwest by 7:15. And you get in there and you're all groggy, and then they give you a list. This list, it has your code number. This isn't actually mine. This is from the poetry round. Oh, it's backwards. But this is from the poetry round. And it has your codes on like the left side, and then it has your name, and then that's the order that you go in, and then you have the judge at the top, and then you have the section that you're in and the room number, and then it tells you what time you go. This time it was flighted. Now, regular speech tournaments, it's kind of like you go, and then each round lasts about 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour 15 minutes. So it's pretty long because each speech has to be, like, the maximum amount is like 10 minutes for at least my category. So think about 5 people or 6 people inside of one round, and you have to have breaks in the middle, like at least 2 minutes break per, like, in between each person. So that would be already 1 hour, like if everybody took their maximum amount of time, so it takes quite a while. So first you go in, you get your form, and then you can find your room so that you know where it is, and these, like, high schools are really huge, so we have to go and find them. Next is you have your informational meeting, which ours was at 8 o'clock, I believe. So you go in there, they start talking to you, they're like, thank you so much for blah, blah, blah. NIETOs. Like that. And then after that, you have your drops and ads, such as this.
And in section 13, we're dropping the first speaker, Hernandez.
And then you cross out your sheet of paper when they tell you to, and then you write other people's names, and just like that. And sometimes it can move you up the list of what place you're going in. Like, if you were supposed to go third and then somebody, like, the second person dropped out, then you would go second, and that kind of impacts on your performance, at least I believe. So, and then after that, you run along, because since the informational meeting always goes about 5 minutes later than it's supposed to, and somehow they always plan that it ends exactly at the time that you start your round, so you have to run really fast to your next round. Flighted speech meets means that there is a flight A and a flight B. Flight A goes at right after the informational meeting is done, and flight B has like an hour and 30 minutes to chill out while flight A is going. So yeah, so it's like an alternation, so you have like an hour and 30 minutes per, like, in between every round that you have to do whatever you want. So yeah. So you run to your first round, and then you perform your speech, and I started focusing on turning my, and then you do it again for your second round while they judge you and blah 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 blah. And then after you're done, you have to listen to some people too, and some of them may be good.
I killed my sister.
Some may be really bad and cannot act at all.
Playing cards. Is SpongeBob SquarePants towel wrapped?
Who also like using monotone voices, reading, which isn't very fun, especially when you're saying something really, really emotional, like my dad died, instead of my dad died. You know? So yeah, it's really boring. And then there are some people in between who you don't really mind listening to, but you kind of don't like it either. And then after that comes the waiting of finals postings. Now, finals, you get to break finals if you do really good, and since I got 2 or 3 second place ribbons, I don't really know why I didn't make finals, but whatever. Anyway, so you went for your finals, and since this one had like 80 kids in each, so they decided to have semifinals. They took 36 kids in, and then out of those 36 comes like 12 kids that come out of 36 kids for finals. And then out of that, you perform it again and again, and there are usually more than 1 judge in each final, probably either 2 or 3. You perform it again, and then after that, you wait. And then after that you have the announcements for medal receivings. That's when you actually find out what place you got. Just like this.
12th place from Lincoln East, Connor Chada. 11th place from Lincoln East, Bridget Fleischer. 10th place from Millard North, Kevin Adler. 9th place from Pius, Ryan Morehouse.
Fasting forward, 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 fasting forward. Done. Done. Yeah.
3rd place from Millard North, Anya Seguir. 2nd place from Kearney, Drew Searing. And your 2011 impromptu champion from Millard North, Josh Temple.
And usually we like to follow the one clap rule, which is you just clap once so that it goes by faster, because you have to go from 12th place to 1st place like about 10 times. So it takes quite a while if you just keep clapping for like 2 minutes. So it's the one clap rule, and then the winner, the 1st place winner of each round gets like a full clap. So which is really nice. I'm sorry that this video is so long, but I decided that I should let you know what a speech meet is like. And yeah, following. Okay, so there's another story that I have to tell you. I'm sorry that I have to tell you this now, but I'm going to continue it on a different video. So I'll talk to you later in the next video. Okay, bye!